We're going to go back to the highlights, and as we've been telling you all night, North maybe with the game of the night, inviting Alemany into the inland area to Riverside, and North sending them away packing with a loss. North in this one early on. This is the flea flicker. Justin George, one of their stars of the week, to Denzel Foster, 33 yards to Garrett Biggers. The big gain there for North for the Huskies. Then later, George, a 44-yard pass to Aaron Peck. He's going to haul it in, and he's down just about the goal line. And then George is going to punch it in here as North goes up early, 7-zip against Alemany. This game played at RCC tonight. Now we move to the second quarter. Alemany with the ball. Devin Dunn, 21-yard pass to Stephen Mitchell here. Nice gain there for Alemany. Then it's Dunn, the 40-yard pass. He's going to air this one out to Jericho Richardson. That led to a 2-yard touchdown run by Cameron Washington. And that made it 7-6. Though later, North coming up with a big interception. Leon Smith, 39-yard return, brought out to the 3-yard line. Huge play by Leon Smith for North to put the Huskies in business. Then it's Foster, 2-yard touchdown run, and North extends their lead to 14-6. Alemany, though, still hanging around. As we said, this game was close. Dunn to Jeff Farr there for the big gain, and then it's Cameron Washington, a 4-yard touchdown run. That tied it at 14. But North gets it done tonight. They knock off Alemany, one of the top teams in the state, by final score of 36-35. North getting it done against Alemany. That game was close. Cajon and Kaiser, not so close. Cajon looking very good. The Cowboys, there we go. Edwin Martinez throwing the ball to Taylor Moore there, who runs it in for a score. That makes it 14-0 Cowboys. Later, Kaiser's Ryan Mata sends the ball to Desmond Ferreira. Nice long run, and he's going to get in for the score. That made it 14-7, and that would be Kaiser's only points of the game for the Cats. Later to the second quarter. The nice long kickoff return here by number 7, Jordan Howard, weaving in and out of traffic. He won't go down. Dude won't take no for an answer, stays on his feet. Howard's going to turn that corner, break off a couple more tackles, and he's finally ridden down at the 20-yard line. Nice return by Howard. Then it's Edwin Martinez dropping back, the southpaw. The pretty throw to DeAndre Casey, driving me crazy, 31-7. Then it's the 90-yard run here by Keontae Montgomery. You can't stop it. Montgomery in for the score, and Cajon goes on to throttle the Cats, 28-10 at that point, 52-7 your final score. Cajon beating up on Kaiser. All right, Pauley and Arlington. Another, this was a close game similar to North and Alemany, not similar to Cajon and Kaiser. Pauley taking on Arlington. The Lions fired up so far early in this one, but it was the Bears striking first. Stephen Ham to Matt Peck on the long touchdown play right out of the gate. 7-zip Riverside Pauley. And everyone needs a ticket. Even the Pauley Bear. There it is, sir. There's my friends. Please let them in. Later in the first quarter, I'm stoked about this. Derek Stoke punches in the touchdown, 7-6. Later in the second quarter, Lions D, Ethan Pop, and Samson Kovavalu, they stuffed the Bears' run on that play. And then later in the second quarter, how about some more Arlington defense? Robbie Chavez, the sack there for the Lions. It was 7-6, Pauley on top at halftime. And did you know Ercoli plays for Arlington? I believe I can fly. I just sang again, guys. Ercoli, Reuben Kelly punches it in for the score, plus the 2-point conversion, 14-7 Arlington. To the fourth quarter, Arlington with the ball inside their own 5. That's a safety for Pauley. Illegal forward pass, and that makes it 14-9. Pauley still trailing. Now it's the Lions with the ball once again deep in their own territory, trying to run out the clock, but they fumble with less than a minute to play. And Pauley turns that into points. Ham to John Stewart with 44 seconds left. No extra point, though, but Pauley still takes the lead, 15-14. Arlington has one last drive. The long pass play is eaten up. That's the Bears' Matt Peck with the pick, and that would seal the deal. You can check out the Pauley sideline going crazy as Pauley rallies against Arlington, 15-14, your final score. So a costly turnover late. Arlington could have easily won that game. Now, Rev, our new number 1 in our HS Game Time rankings, the number 1 team in the inland area, taking on San Gorgonio. Early in this one, San G quarterback Monroe off-field, the keeper on 27 yards there. And then later, off-field, now with the ball, he's going to get a loss on this one of 4 yards. The drive would stall off-field, running with it, and he's got nowhere to go. The Wildcats defense bottles him up. So they attempt a field goal, and they would not get it. Then later it's the Wildcats' Jesse Riley. He's going to take that one in. That makes it 7-zip. Rev on top. Off-field now with the ball. He's going to look to pass downfield. Intercepted by Jamal Ellis for the Cats. And the score was 7-zip at halftime, so it was close between Rev and Sanji heading into the break. Now we go to the third quarter. Rev stops Sanji on 4th and short. Nice defensive stand by Rev. So Rev takes over. Carlos Fabriz starts to get it going. The big carry here by Double Deuce to the 10-yard line. And then it's the 18-yard screen pass from Austin Deku, the quarterback, to Carlos Fabriz. That makes it 14-zip. Rev on top. And check out that run. Gets into the paint. 14-zip. Later, it's Sanji with the ball once again off-field. Back in the gun. He's got it. And he doesn't got it. Slips right out of his hands there. Trevor Douglas for Rev recovers the fumble, and that gives them the Wildcats the ball in the red zone. So that would set up this, a 15-yard touchdown run for Riley, his second score of the game. 21-zip, Rev on top. Sanji finally starting to get something going for the first time in the second half. Jamie Snowton with a nice run for Sanji, all the way down to about the 40-yard line. Very next play, if it ain't broke, what do I always say? Don't fix it. Snowton here with another big pickup. Won't go down. Keeps the legs moving. The 30, the 20, all the way down to about the 15-yard line. A few plays later, off-field, trying to get his team into the paint, get their first points of the game, but the Wildcats force another fumble, and Rev would recover. Now we move to the fourth quarter. We're going to show you one more Wildcats touchdown. It's going to be the quarterback, Austin Deku, calling his own number. He's going to run it in for the score. Rev goes up 28-zip. They go on to beat Sanji by a final score of 35-0. Next up, a contributor here on HS Game Time Live and all-around good guy, Chris Ercoli.
Pleasure as always to be in your presence, Pep.
The pleasure is all mine, Chris Ercoli.
I was out at Vista tonight.
I thought this was going to be a good game, but apparently there were some injuries, right, to Santiago that kind of shifted the favor to Vista.
I would not want to be on offense for Santiago tonight because those guys were getting the hard hits from the D-line of Vista. They were showing no mercy. We'll see a big highlight from that here in a second, but really Vista took control from the start tonight. Etowanda really took them down to the last second last week. It took a miracle of a field goal for them to edge out the 31-28 win, but there was no question, as we will see here in the highlights, about Vista being on top tonight. They were the top dogs. Here we go. They were playing the rally victory song to start the game, were the Broncos, and of course with Mr. Reliable Tyler Rasa. There's no question about that one. That's a 25-yard field goal. All good. 3-0 Broncos. And they'd continue to roll later in the first quarter. It's Mr. Nick Stevens, the junior, connecting with Larry Parrish for the 40-yard pickup. And a few plays later, all you need is Aaron Piconis running in for the touchdown. It's Wayne's World party time. Excellent. 10-0 Vista. And the Vista defense would be bringing the big hits. As I said, here it's Curtis Bolton on the QB for Santiago, Michael Dar. He would leave the game after that hit, have to take a little rest. And in the second half, it's still the Vista defense dominating. Trevor Warner taking the pick all the way down to the 12-yard line. And Stevens finishes the job with Darian Williams on the reception for the 10-yard score. 17-0 Vista. From there, Santiago's Gary Jenkins would join the sack party. But that would be too little, too late, as it would be all Vista. Here with the blocked punt by Darian Williams for a safety. That one bounces off the field goal post. 19-0 Vista. And how about a little bit more from the defense? Now it's Vista's Michael Almendor picking up the fumble, trotting in for the touchdown Bronco style. Sua Craven's little brother's afro got in the way. It was blocking my shot a little bit. I think he wanted a little piece of the limelight. A little early for you, youngster, but it was not early for Vista as they would dominate all night long. 25-0, Coley Candell, all handshakes, party and celebration after a 25-0 with the defense throwing up a donut. I know I was talking to some of the players during the game, and they said he wasn't too thrilled about last week's game, how they almost blew the 28-7 lead they had last week against Etiwanda, but no complaints when you throw up a 25 zipper at home.